Welcome back to Drones Down Under podcast. So today we're going to talk about, is the Mini 2 still our favorite drone, or is it the Mini 3 to come? Lads, top 5, why the Mini 2 is your favorite? Go.
Hey, Ty, you want to start with number 1, or do you want me to start with number 1?
No, I'll start, because the first point is one of the main reasons I really like it is the portability, the tininess of it. Like, literally pack it up, throw it in almost any bag, and you've got a pretty decent little drone there.
249 grams, pretty good.
Yeah, it weighs nothing.
It's got us out of complex jobs too.
Yeah, it has got us out of complex jobs.
You know,
it's handy to have.
It's that disposable drone, essentially. Like, if anything were to happen to it, you wouldn't cry as much as if you lost an M300.
God, no. It's the send it drone, Danny. You know this.
Exactly. Always send it.
Always send it.
Which I guess that brings us into the next point as well, the cost of it. Compared to, like, say, the Mavic 3, which is what, $3 to $7 grand or whatever it is. The Mini 2 by itself costs, $750 by itself, or $950 with the Fly More. Like, compared
which
to
is great pricing. Like, most people can sort of afford to get into the market with the pricing like that, which is awesome.
Under $1,000 for that.
Yeah. Under $1,000, you've got all the best technology in it, filtered down from the other DJI products.
What's the tech?
Well, you've got your 4K, I think it shoots 4K 30, but, in Australia, 4K 25.
Yeah.
The main reason I upgraded from my Mini 1 back in the day was because it shoots raw photos. It's just, that was the deciding factor for me, to have raw, not JPEG.
Yeah, and that's a huge factor. Like, coming from me, where it was with photography for years, like having raw on a drone, especially something this little, it's sort of, it works out with not having a massive sensor. At least you still have a lot of control over the image, especially in post work, which seriously, like, it's awesome, really. For a little thing that it is, it's awesome.
Yeah. But then the other selling point also was having OcuSync compared to the Mini 1's Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Where that Mini 1 would drop out at 100 meters, this doesn't drop out. This can handle the environment.
2.0 is heaps better. Agree.
Yeah, 100%. That's a huge part.
What's our fourth?
Oh, compared to the Mavic 3, the quick deployment of this will be in the air and 200 meters away before a Mavic 3 even gets GPS.
Yeah, definitely. These things are quick sell. I used one for some recon on a job today. I was trying to beat the rain coming to get the height of some trees. So quickly hand out, bang, gone.
There you go. Well, only when I was just in Melbourne with Sean a few weeks back, we used the Mini for quick recce, and it was get in, get out, no one gets hurt.
Yeah.
Pretty sure Sean posted that photo of me the other day as well.
He did. Well, that's the thing. It has its place everywhere. It has its place for the recreational user. It has the place for us commercially. Not always where people would expect, but it definitely is it's a great piece in our arsenal.
The amount of models I've done with this, say for photogrammetry, it has I can't remember if it's 2 or 3 second shutter interval. That's all you need. You're never going to get a 1 mil model out of it. You might, but it's going to be a lot of very close photos. But for something basic, or say just an ortho mosaic of, say, a property, easy.
Yeah.
And it's compatible. The SDKs, or whatever it's called, SDK has been out for ages. So Drone Harmony, Drone Deploy, all those different apps can use the Mini 2 now.
Yeah, which is awesome. It really just makes a difference having like something like this in your bag.
Our fifth and final tip, and why we love it.
Oh, traveling. Like, I mean, I used to do it with my Spark. When I went away from my honeymoon to Europe, that's why I bought a Spark, because it was the tiny size of it. I can whip it in a bag. This is smaller again and lighter again. I thought the Spark...
No more hiking with your Phantom anymore.
No, which I have done plenty of times, the big bulky backpack on. But it makes a huge difference. This thing, the portability for travel is insane. You could literally take it with you anywhere and it not really be a pain in the ass, which is great.
I still remember when the Mini first came out, even the Mini 1, which is technically the same size as the Mini 2. The biggest advertising everyone used to put on their YouTube channels was they put it in their pocket and walk around. Well, I'd never do it. It's still funny that you put your drone in your pocket and then send it a couple of 100 meters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. It fits in your pocket. Like, as long as you got a reasonably sized pocket, but it does fit in your pocket.
Those cargo pants, they're finally paying for themselves.
Damn straight.
And even it's so silly, but compared to the Mini One, it's got the clip to actually keep all your props secure.
Yeah.
Even that's a huge protection and, stowaway for it as well.
Yeah. But the Mini One didn't have that, did it? It just had some actual prop covers for it. And they fell off every time.
I feel like they probably listened to what DJI probably listened to what people are sort of whinging about a little bit with this. With
not what people want, what people whinge about.
yeah. Not what people whinge about. And that's let's face it, that's what most people want to fix, what people whinge about.
Well, us whinge? No.
We're drone pilots. Biggest whingers out there.
So clearly we've done it numerous times. We've told everyone how much we love the Mini 2. It's our favorite drone. Is the Mini 3 going to take its place? Danny, I'll start with you. No loyalty to Mini 2. It's gone.
What? Mini 2? Gone.
Look, I think the Mini 3, I don't think it's going to take its place purely because, yet again, this is all rumored because it hasn't actually been released yet. That price point's nearly double what the Mini 2 is. The fact that you're paying for a 1/1/3 inch sensor, which is, not just shy of a 1 inch sensor, is huge. Plus vertical video, I'm guessing better flight time and all that stuff. Like that. Yet again, this is all
based on all the rumors we know.
Based on all the rumors we know, I think the Mini 2 is going to be a much more affordable entry level option. Obviously, if you're not going for the Mini SE, which is just a rebadged Mini 1.
I think end of the day too, if you look at the bigger picture of things, I think with everything inflation-wise worldwide, drones aren't, they're not free of that. So I think you'll find this will probably, the new Mini 3 will end up being the entry price for drones for DJI from now on.
Yay.
Right.
I honestly don't believe that they'll go backwards. I mean, you look at all your big major companies. Apple's a really good example of that. They generally don't go backwards. And look, the products are getting insanely better. Like we were saying.
Just take the charges out.
Yeah, you think they're trying to leave that entry market to the lesser known brands?
I think that's what they're doing, because if you see a lot of the other brands, and look, there's a mixed bag out there, and a lot of them are, in my opinion, a couple of years behind DJI, and I think DJI knows that.
Yeah.
So I think they're trying to step everything up to be the Apple of the drone world, essentially. And I think they're doing it, and they're doing it very well. But I don't think we're going to see many cheap drones anymore. I don't think you'll see any more Mini 1s and Telos and things like that anymore. I think they're done.
If you look at I think it's called the Hubsan Mini or whatever it's called. It literally looks like a Mini 1, but it's about $400, give or take.
Right.
Then you got the Autel, which is the Autel Nano, which is about $700.
Yeah.
So that covers that entry market for people to get into. Then you got the little, we'll call it the higher end entry market. But until then, just keep making it rain.
Look, end of the day, and look, we've said this before too, you get what you pay for. And, there is other drones out there, and there's other drones that have their place and that are great quality. But it's DJI kind of set the standard, and they really do keep setting the standard. They're not perfect. Nothing ever is, but they're pretty close. Yeah,
cool.
Exactly.
So with that, that's our top 5 reasons why Mini 2 is still our favorite. Maybe not so much Danny's because he's already sold his.
He's already moved on to the next one.
He's aspiring to greener pastures.
He's gone. The Mini 2 has been divorced and kicked out of the marriage.
Didn't get anything in the settlement.
Nah, doesn't sound like it at all.
So hope you enjoyed it. Until the next one. Later.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah.